Warning: this program typically features strong language, sexual innuendo, politically incorrect commentary, and real stories from the road. Viewer discretion is advised.
I was checking out that website with the information about the trail that we came up here to Paddy Peak, and I didn't realize before that there's a comment thread at the bottom, and I found it interesting that most people commented that, one, if they came up this far, they didn't go up that last hill.
The real steep one.
The real steep one right at the end, because it was either too steep, their nerves couldn't take it, or their cars couldn't do it. And then there were a few people that didn't even make it up the road at all because they said it was just that first couple kilometers was too gnarly. I thought all that was interesting and kind of wish I had read a little bit more down the page before we'd come up here. But, that the truck did it with no problem, and the truck will probably go down with no problem. I'm just not at all excited about that descent, especially because overnight, clouds blew in, and now everything is kind of just coated with dew and coated with moisture.
Yeah.
And I don't like the idea of those rocks being any more slick than they already were.
Hey.
High five. How was that hill coming up? You guys just looked at the sky, didn't you? That's what we learned yesterday. Yeah, it was unbelievably windy.
Really?
Brutally windy. Yeah, we normally have the top pop, but we had to bring it down because it was ridiculous.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There are apparently tour companies that come out here in these little Kawasaki Razor things. I don't know what they're called, the little four-wheel drive dillies. And they were telling us that going down this steep hill that we've been stressing about all day is actually easier than going up. They said going down is a piece of cake, which is nice because that puts us a little bit more at ease. Right? He said that they almost never see rigs like ours up here because nobody attempts that hill because it's so damn steep. And then he asked, do you guys have front and rear lockers? And I said, yeah, we had them both engaged to go up that hill. And he said, oh, that's how you did it. Yes, sir. That is how we did it. That was such an insane hill climb. Even these guys were like, yeah, it's a pretty crazy hill climb. So, good to know that it's not as gnarly going down. I'm actually kind of looking forward to what it'll be like so that we can better understand our rig. right, we are coming up on the incredibly steep downhill section. I am not looking forward to it, and I can feel my heart starting to race. Any thoughts?
Nothing to it but to do it, right?
Nothing to it but to do it. Shit, man. Shit. Dude, it's fucking unreal here.
I've been like loving your photos.
Dude, it's fucking unreal. We did some shit yesterday that was the scariest stuff I've ever done in a truck before.
Sweet.
We fucking
That's cool.
Yo, we went up an incline that like my entire body was numb from going up it because I was so fucking scared. And
that's awesome. Sick. That's sweet. That's cool.
yeah, man, it was.
Where are you guys headed after this?
Skagway, touristy, but pretty cool. Don't regret it at all being here.
Yeah, it was nice.
Now we're headed to a sister city called Dyea. We've heard
Pronounced Dyea and Dyea by the locals.
Yeah.
So it was an old town. They used to have quite a few residents.
20,000.
Yeah. And that's during the late 1800s, during the height of the gold rush, the Klondike gold rush. And folks would like ship here, and then they would take either the pass past Dyea, or the White Pass,
Which
out
is
of
Skagway.
Both of which were super treacherous.
To go get their gold on.
Yeah.
Alright, so I don't know where this beach is that this guy was talking about.
So what did he say?
It's over a bridge. You go over a bridge and you take the first left over a bridge, and then you just keep driving out until you get to the beach, and you can like camp on the beach or something. where people way back in the gold rush days used to land to go mining. And then they would walk somewhere over there up a pass on a trail to get to the Klondike. You can see behind me there is a Jessica, but also that's the old pier from 1898 when this whole shindig, I think, started. I'm not sure if it started in 1898, but it was at full throttle around that time, so anyhow. Look at that Glacier.
One day, when Jessica and I are looking back, reaching into the chasm of memory and recalling the time we took a yellow Land Cruiser up to Alaska and northern Canada, I hope that the sense of wonder we beheld when first laying eyes upon the magnificent desolation atop Paddy Peak, or the smallness we felt surrounded by the immensity of the landscape on the drive to Skagway, Alaska, will once more rush in, reminding us that what we thought we left behind in 2018 still resides within us in the present. And that, in some small way, whatever we documented and shared will echo in our consciousness eternally. I'm now nearly 3 years removed from the events documented herein, somewhat comfortably ensconced in a middle-class life I never intended. And seeing these events unfold on screen elicits in me a sensation that seems almost completely foreign. In this recollection, I find myself admiring those two people we were. The ones who drove up a harrowing incline to bear witness to a vast, desolate expanse atop a mountain. The ones who, alongside their two aging dogs, lived in a tiny space for months on end, and spent each day together enraptured by the enormous wonders of North America's last wilderness. It's a strange memory, if only because that was me and her. Two crazy 30-somethings who, when given the chance, loaded up the troopy, pointed it north, and endeavored to experience a slice of our incredible planet. And now, though the salience of this adventure exists only in faint and fragmentary memories, the awe and wonder we beheld was real, and I know we'll carry it well beyond that place. Speaking of memory, if it serves, what's transpired thus far is only the beginning. For ahead of us lay a drive that since childhood I've dreamt of taking. The Dempster Highway. Hopefully, we'll see you all there. Until then, live free and drive hard.
I'm a ninja. Yo.
All right, Wanderers, that's it for this one.
If you enjoyed it, leave a like, leave a comment, and consider supporting us on Patreon. We'll see you guys in the next one.